Alright, bass heads. It's your boy, the OG Soda Pop Kid, with another video again. Just came back from getting me some bass therapy right after work. This time I parked the car this morning, came out and got the car and parked it in front of the house, so when I get off of work I can just jump right in and just come out and bass. And I didn't take a long ride today. I just drove, around, stopped at Advanced Auto Parts, got another belt. I got the 4-inch Seaflo fan in here this time. It blows a lot more air. I put this belt wrap back in this old configuration because the full wrap that I showed y'all, we went out to bass and it was screaming and squealing, man. So I was like, okay, the only thing that will work is this configuration right here is the only configuration that will work. Okay, so this is where I'm going to leave it. Just like that, I already did trial and error, tried out quite a few things, and this is the end results here. Okay, and I explained to you guys why I was putting the 320s back in. Now I see the difference between them in driving. Throwing them on a machine is one thing. Me driving and seeing what they do differently and what the advantage of having these ones are versus the 220s. Yes, the 220s do put out more at idle. They do that. Okay, but what I noticed that the 220s won't do is when I have my voltage up like this with them, you know what I mean? They don't like that, man. So when they're at 15.5, they're cool. 15.6, they're kind of cool. As soon as you start turning them up, they're past that, man, they start to bog out and slow down and act up, and the belt starts to scream and everything else, man, especially the belt screaming. And I was like, okay, now I get it, because when I was running the 220s, I always had them at like 15.5, and they were cool. And they don't like this. They don't like voltage like that, man, and these do. Especially when I'm driving. Like if I'm driving and the voltage is like at 15.5 and I step on the gas, it shoots right up to 15.8, 15.9 as soon as you pull off. So it's like these at higher idle, yeah, they do, they put out at higher idle, driving and everything. Especially when you're in motion. Alright, so I see the difference. And it's all good. It's all good, man, so you know what I mean? I'm actually getting an extra one, too, that I'm waiting on. That backup that I'm getting made. So, in case something happens in one of these things, you know what I mean? I have a backup, a spare. And, like, down the line, I probably have to get another backup. So, that's what's going on. You know what I mean? That's what's going on, so, with this. And I wanted to say this. It's like every time I come down here, I made another bar here that goes right across there like that. An accident happened today. I'm lucky I didn't hurt nothing. I was putting this pulley on and the wrench fell. I slipped out of my hand and landed right there, man. It landed there. You see how it burned up? Let me come around here. One of these old stubbies, I ruined it. See how it landed right there? And it was pinned and I couldn't get it off. It turned red hot like it was being welded, and it was turned red, steaming hot, and I had to take a hammer and hit it off. And it stuck to it, man. Oh my goodness. I'll show you what it did to it. That's it right there. Charred, I don't know what out of that. I'm lucky I didn't burn up nothing. And I'm always been afraid of that, man, and it just overpowered me today, but that's why I cut them two, and I can just take that off and put that on there, and bam. Matter of fact, I might put one on each side because I caught, you know what I mean, within the last 3 months I caught him. Yeah, I've caught him. Happens like that sometimes, don't it? Everything's gonna be alright. But yeah, I'm going to end up putting one of them now. When I put everything back on, that's funny how the heat jumps from this alternator to that alternator. It's the same wrap configuration. But it's all good. It's all good. I'm going to get another one of these, put it over in there, and take and move that bus bar across there, like I said. Probably on Sunday, maybe. Maybe. You know what I mean? Maybe. But everything is good. Everything is good. Alright, so bam. I'll just be basing. Tomorrow's gonna do nothing but rain. It's calling for rain. And put that off there. Yeah, it's calling for rain. So I won't be out basing tomorrow, but come Sunday, I'm back to basing. You know what I mean? I'm back to basing. Getting my base on. You know? These subs are breaking in pretty. I need to, I know that I got my radio and the sub set at 80 hertz, but I don't have it set on the amplifiers to 80 hertz. I'm noticing it sounds kind of hollow without doing that, and I don't like hearing voices coming out of my subs either. I got voices coming out of the subs, and that's probably because I got my low PF turned up all the way on the amps. So on my line drivers, I have it turned to off too, so I might have to put it on 80 hertz on my line driver to get it to sound a little bit more richer. You know what I mean? And I remember Dominic Martino telling me to set my LPF in my radio actually on 70 hertz instead of 80. And it'll probably play lower than if I do that. Maybe even on 60, because I never play nothing at 60 hertz. I don't play nothing at 60 hertz, man. You know what I mean? I'm going to holler at him about that. You know what I mean? Because I know some guys that do set their LPF on 60. But I've always did mine on 80. So I know every sub ain't the same. You know, the Brazilian sounds, man, but the muds do punch hard. They hit hard, I know that much. So, it's your boy, the OG Soda Pop Kid. This was a short one. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Peace out, people. And I've been messing with this car. It's been fighting me too for now. You know? Peace.